Arsenal have lost 3-1 at Old Trafford. Disappointing, Turkish. We always hate losing these games. They're rivals. There's a massive kind of rivalry and fire between these fan bases and these two clubs, a massive history there. But does the manner of the defeat, make it ache that little bit more?
Yeah, because overall, it's a similar story to a few in the past. We played better, but we walk away with nothing. Playing better is not going to help me sleep better at night, or it's not going to save me from banter across this week. It's not going to save me on the Big Six show. Playing well is playing well, but we've got to start, in the big games, play well and get the result. I said I'd take a draw today because in the back of my mind, I've still got that, Arsenal big games. We don't tend to do well, so just take a draw. We've won the first 5 and we just keep it moving. In the end, you can feel hard done by the soft foul given by VAR for the first.
Do you think it's a foul?
Listen, people, you lot should know me by now. I was raised on football in the 90s and early 2000s, and back then that would never ever have been a foul. The player wouldn't even looked at the referee those days. Now football's changed so much that if I'm looking at it in the current day, in the current climate, it's a soft foul. So I guess a soft foul is a foul. But at the end of the day, you hear Roy Keane at halftime. I've seen other pundits across the world, not just UAE,
Nigel Dion,
beIN Sports. I see Michael Owen tweet about it, all saying that's not what VAR is for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not going to blame VAR because VAR disallowed that goal. It was 0-0. We lost 3-1. I look at us defensively, and it was poor. Poor. Gabriel, for me, I have to say it today. You made a mistake a few weeks ago. It didn't cost us. You came back and you helped win us the game. But today, what was he doing? For that first goal, I just don't understand how he's 10 to 15 yards ahead of Saliba. Not only that, he then commits to a challenge that leaves Saliba alone. And he's done for. Yes, you can look at Saliba in that moment and say maybe he should have. No, at the end of the day, he was left isolated. Similar to the second goal, Rashford. At 1-1, we started the second half so well. We got the goal to get back in, an early goal. And at that moment, I was talking to Leon Set and I said, it should be ours from here. Whether it's ours or whether we take a draw, 1-1. A minute later, the defence opens up like the sea. And Gabriel, I look again. Yes, Ben White and Saliba are there, and the pass, it was a good pass from, I think it was Fernandes.
Yeah, Bruno, yeah.
But where is the other defender with the other centre? Where is Gabriel there? Covering Saliba's shoulder. Defensively this season, at times, look at the Leicester game, you look at the goals we've conceded, the first 4 we conceded before this game, was all of our own doing. Similar in this game, but it has to be sorted out because we've spent enough money on the defence now for us to be a bit more confident that we can come away to United and keep it shored up. At 1-1, shore it up. Just make sure, yes, we're controlling the second half, and yes, we was a dominant team by far.
Yeah.
But look how it can just change like that.
Yeah. Other fans have said, well, you beat 5 easy teams and, this will be the test. But was there anything, despite, failing that test, sure, okay, and losing the game, was there anything that you can at least take from it that suggests to you those 5 games, they weren't a fluke, it wasn't just an easy teams, that there's some sort of level that we've gone up this season on last?
I think we started that last season. We started beating the teams we should be beating, but the performances didn't match the results.
Sure, yeah.
This season, we've added performances to the results against the lesser teams. I won't say they're easy teams because Crystal Palace is not an easy team.
City just dropped points to Villa.
Yeah, Villa, they've been poor this season, but City dropped points to them. Fulham have been decent so far this season. They took a point from Liverpool and so on. They gave Tottenham a game. So I wouldn't say they're easy teams, but what Arsenal have done this season is beat them and add the performance to it. So the first 5 games, we send a message to the teams outside the top 6 and, perk up the ears of the big 6 as well. This was the game to really send that message to the other big 6 candidates for the top 4 position, because that's what we're going for. We can all dance and laugh about being top of the league, but let's stay grounded. We're going for top 4 this year. I want to be in top 4 comfortably in January. And I just think that it's not the end of the world. It definitely is, and we're still top of the league. Not saying much, it's only 6 games.
It's been a long time since we've lost at Old Trafford and remained top of the league. I know it's very early on, but something to make you sleep easier at night.
Well, it's not going to help, but it is what it is. Listen, it's still very early days, but it's all about bouncing back now. It's all about bouncing back, and bouncing back will help us forget this game. But things have to change. Maybe Tomiyasu needs to come in and Ben White needs to come next to Saliba, because Gabriel... I like Gabriel, but 6 games this season and a couple mistakes already, it's not good enough. So for me, there needs to be a tweak in there, a change, because defensively, I think we have minor issues that need to be ironed out. offensively, I'd say there was moments in that game where it was excellent football, brilliant football, but the end product. I'm going to look at Jesus today. He done well in linking up play, bringing the ball down, but we didn't, we were saying the same praise for Lacazette last season.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, look how he holds the man off. Look how he flicks it around the corner. Now, Jesus is 10 times the player Lacazette was for us, 100% in that last season. But these are the games where I need my striker to be striking. He had that one shot in the second half where it was out of nothing. He tried to curl it. It was a couple yards wide. But I need to be seeing more. I'm not being critical of him because he's definitely improved our quality, not only in terms of football, but in terms of mentality and leadership as well. But this is why I wanted a third striker. This is why I wanted another type of striker, another mold to bring on, maybe a Tony or a Patrick Schick, where you can get the long balls in, or you can get a big body in there, and then Jesus can do his thing off the back of it.
Yeah.
I just think that our options off the bench didn't help us today. Maybe the fact that he brought 3 on at the same time ruined the fluidity we had.
Yeah.
So all in all, it's one to forget, James. It's one to forget and move on, and hopefully we, I'm looking past that Zurich game, go and beat Everton and keep it going.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.